Point EDC. What's the deal? Alright, so it's Friday, it's 3 o'clock. Y'all know what time it is. It's WTP Live. I gotta go ahead and set it up on the TV so that I can read the comments. You know what time it is. So, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing good today. I hope everybody is enjoying their day, you know. Trying to find a way to get this to pop up here on my phone. What's up, Milton? How are you doing, my man? I am glad to see you up in here. I'm wondering why it's not saying that what's it called? My TV ain't pulling this up. It's weird. Oh, you know, same old, same old. I'm a little late. I just had to have me a quick smoking session. Hey, I needed to have me a little quick session real quick. So check this out. I just got a package back from Doom. What's up, Mike? How's it going, man? We got Mike and we got Milton and the Heezy. There's a third person lurking somewhere. I don't know who it is, but he's lurking. I can see you in there. Don't think I can't see you. I know, right? Everybody's weird, ain't they? I mean, who's not weird, though? But what is normal and what is weird? One person's normal is a different person's weird, and one person's weird is a different person's normal. So is it what society calls normal? Because, I mean, hey, you know, not everything's for everyone, but one thing's for sure. We got some knives. So I got a package back from Doom today. This is just the Kubi Momentum. This is the, I mean, you guys have already seen all these. I'm just talking about them. And by the way, this right here, fire, so recommendable. I was talking to oh, you said you're very weird, right? I mean, but hey, who's to say who's weird though? I should turn on another light right here. This doesn't seem to be the best lighting right here for some reason. Maybe I should back up and the lighting will be a little bit better. Who knows? Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe that right there will help. How about that? Whoa! We'll put that back. So I got the Vision FG. This is the Civivi Vision FG. Everybody knows about this knife now. Dang, the lighting is horrible, man. That is crazy how bad the lighting is. I'm scared to move the ATK. What's up? Oh, Acid Test Kids. What's up, man? How are you doing? So I put a post up today about you and B Shady. And told everybody to go subscribe to you guys. And trying to tell them to show you all the love that everybody showed me. So, I got the package from Doom. It's the Civivi Vision FG. It's my Kubi Momentum. And I think this is the last one right here. This is the Rake P103. No, was this P138? P138. It's 14C 28N steel, G10 scales. It's a liner lock. It's odd. This is a liner lock, but on the back side of here, man, this lighting is absolutely horrible, and you have no clue how bright it really is in here, though. Maybe I should, if I pulled the camera forward, I'm scared that the phone's going to fall off because I got this, I ain't going in that. So it's got a secondary lock right here. You push it up, and it locks. So when you push the lock in, the bar, you ain't getting nothing. But when you drop it down, you're good to go. But, so I got the package back today, and I actually, before I decided I was going to do a live, I put some Dawn dish detergent in here because I was going to sit right here and clean these scales up, scuff them. Look, I was going to clean them, scuff them, and then re-clean everything off that's scuffy. He says, you're carrying an FG today. Yeah, hell yeah, man. And the Best Tech Fairchild. That is awesome. Let me move that Best Tech out the way. You guys weren't supposed to see that. Not yet. I'm going to wait until there's a couple more people in here. So I want to dye the scales. I'm going to Rit dye them. I've Rit dyed a bunch of my knives already. And so actually what I'm thinking about doing is I'm kind of glad that I didn't already do my Rit dyeing, because now I still have this pack right here. I bought that was the last thing that they had at the store the day that I went a few months ago. And they were selling packs. And I bought a box with a little pack in it. And I don't know how strong it's going to be because I never used it. After that, I had went and got bottles. And just a bottle of Rit dye, it's the liquid instead of the powder form right here. Well, I'm glad I didn't already start the process because I would have been done by now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean it up and I'm gonna scuff it. I'm waiting on Doom to respond to me. These right here are the gray micarta scales. I know that the lighting's fucked. You see what I'm saying? They're great. Now, they're a little dark because if you look underneath where the clip is, not that you guys are going to be able to see it, but underneath where the clip is, it's considerably lighter than everything else because of my really oily, greasy hands when they're sweating and stuff. Because, I mean, I'll be out doing something and just, I'll be outside sweating, just grab the knife out and just sit there and play with it for a couple minutes. And before you know it, you know, whatever's on my hands just happen to get in here, and my hands sweat a lot too, so, yeah. So I'm gonna get another model of this too. I'm actually gonna get the Jade G10 version, and hopefully I can get if the Jade one comes with the Damascus. Have you seen the Damascus blade on the FG? Has anybody seen that? Well, let me tell you what, Civivi's new Damascus they're doing is fire. It's not like the old Damascus. It's got a good pattern to it, and then the coloring that it's got is like really freaking bright, like white almost. If you look at my shorts, I got a couple shorts with some new Civivi Damascus, and it's actually fire. But I want to get the JG10 ones, and I want to get the Damascus blade and do a couple scale swaps and liner swaps. I even considered getting the Vision R, the Wii knife, and doing a titanium swap. But then I was thinking, well, if somebody makes scales for that, then it'll fit this. There is no difference. The only thing that's different, literally the only thing that's different, is there's no hole in the blade. This one has thumb studs, so the blade is different. Of course, it's a different steel too. And the only other two differences are going to be there's a bar right here. The lock. You know how see in the Wii Vision R, you can put your finger here and pull, and you can actually pull the lock bar out. This is called the super lock, by the way, if somebody doesn't know. I'm sure everybody does know, though. Well, this has a bar down here. It's going to be a stop pin, essentially, see? Won't go any farther. So it's stopping this bar from coming out. So it's the exact same locking mechanism, the exact everything, but this has a bar to stop the blade from coming, to stop the lock bar from when you pull down, you could pull it out on the Wii. That was probably the worst way of explaining it, but yeah. So you can't scale swap because this has to have two divots for the bar to go in, so you can't scale swap, which is no big deal because it is what it is. So what I want to do now is I'm going to scuff it up, and I'm going to basically I'm going to bleach it. I want to lighten the color as much as I can, I think. And I might go for a color, something maybe like a red, maybe a two-tone. I'm not really too sure yet. But there's a lot that I think I can do a lot with this. And I love the knives, as I said before. I'll open up so you guys can see through. Set see-through construction. Oh, I freaking love that. I don't know what it is about it, but I just enjoy it. Yeah, that's awesome. How many people got here? We got 12 or 11 people in here. It all depends. So I got a package from Doom yesterday. And I appreciate you, Doom. If you get around to watching this, I really appreciate you, though you already know that. So he put my 3 knives back in. I honestly missed the Vision, but I missed the momentum more than I missed the Vision. I'm just saying, this momentum is so fire. I even talked to Sharif about making this into a premium, and he said that's on Kubi. You know, Sharif's the designer, Sharif Manganis. He owns Manganis Steel, and he just dropped the Kamano. I don't know if anybody knows that, but he's got a bunch of designs. But this is one of the knives that he designed, and this is one that I bought. This is actually my first Sharif design, or Manganis design. Front flipper, AUS 10 steel, JG10 scales, stainless liners. Solid knife, really is. One of my favorites. Look at the action on this. Yeah. What's going on, Colby? How you doing, man? We got a couple people in here. Anyways, this is a front flipper, and it's got thumb studs, so it's solid. Let's see here. The pocket clip, believe it or not, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of just a bent steel pocket clip, but this one works, and it does good. So, in the package, I got those 3 knives. I got a piece of candy. Well, 2 pieces of Jolly Ranchers. I guess he's saying my breath stinks. I don't know. Thank you, dude. So, and he put this guy in there. Oh my God, look how terrible the lighting is. You guys can't see, no detail. Oh my God, that's crazy. Well, this is the best technique. This is a freaking, oh my Lord, I'm trying to tell y'all. Oh shit. This is a fire knife. I'm gonna do an up close video. I'll probably do it tonight or tomorrow in the morning. It'll be uploaded. Try it tomorrow. I'll probably upload it tomorrow. So this is all titanium. And you know what? Doom will have to correct me, but I don't know if that right there is fat carbon or marbled carbon. That looks like marbled carbon. Is there a such thing as marbled carbon? What would you guys call that kind of carbon right there? Does anybody know? Mike, do you know? Anybody who's in here, do you guys know? That carbon right there, I have no clue what that is. I don't know. But, so there is so much milling going on this knife. Check this out though. It's something I have to show you guys when I do the up close video. This entire knife, every square inch of it is seriously like this micro milling. That is just crazy. There's a lot of milling everywhere anyway, and it's done right. Like, this is a solid knife. So Doom, this is the one that Doom was calling the Jank knife. Right here, that's Doom's, Doom did this. Oh, what's up, the Cynthia? How you doing, man? We're just talking about this knife Doom sent to me right here in the package. He sent me this knife right here and 2 Jolly Ranchers and my 3 knives right here. I guess I'll give you the rundown of what's going on here. I was talking about this right here for another second. So look, I showed my nephew this right here knife, and first thing he said was, he didn't say nothing. He likes knives. He didn't say anything about the knife. He said, that's such and such, and he named the name of this guy right here. Damn, the lighting is freaking horrible, guys. Let me I gotta try to make that a little bit better, man. That is too bad, man. We can't do that. If my phone falls down, that's gonna be funny right on live stream. Maybe this will help a little bit. I got it like ready to fall any second. Maybe I should move that light that way and then angle. Okay, because it's like directly above. What am I showing you guys? Oh shit. Okay, so this right here is a character. What the hell? There we go. That's a character. I think it's a Star Wars character. That's cool. And he put the lanyard on there and he tied a little knot going on. That's awesome. So he definitely modified the backspacer. How's everybody doing here today? Anybody new in here? How you doing? We're just here kicking it. If you don't know who I am, I'm Frank with What's the Point EDC, though I'm probably sure you do know. So I'm probably just talking to talk. Well, it's a flipper, and of course you guys see it's got a thumb hole, a middle finger hole, just a deployment hole. Though not all holes are specifically for deployment. A lot of them are just simply for looks, but you just happen to be able to use it. Now, if I did a knife, a folding knife, you can bet yourself it's going to have a, well, one of them, a folding design of mine would have a hole in it if I was to do a folding knife. I got some stuff drawn up for fixed blade knives. Bird Maine, what's the deal, man? Jersey, what's the deal, man? Stopping to hit that like button. Gotta get going. I appreciate you. Fist bump. This is M390 steel right here. The flipper tab does have some jimping on it. There's oh, this is what I want to talk about. Now, I've been staring at this knife. Joe, what's up, my man? How you doing? I've been looking at this knife for 5 months, maybe 6 at Edgeworks, and it's a knife shop name I always talk about. And I've been like dreaming over this knife right here and drooling over it. Well, let me tell you guys what, it's such a blessing to have this. So I didn't have it in me to wait any longer. I couldn't even wait to open the box up before doing the I didn't even do an unboxing video. I didn't. There was no way. There was no way I could have waited. I didn't want, the last thing on my mind was a camera. I just wanted to get this box open and check this bad boy out. This is like a, technically this is a Doom Jank piece. This is the Doom Jank knife. I don't think it's janky, honestly, but that's just a joke. There's nothing janky about this. That he drilled out the backspacer a little bit, or ground it out. And dang, Ross, what's up, man? Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Jersey, I'm sure I said, hey, what's up? And if I didn't, what's up, Jersey? I know I said something to Descendant, Joe, all y'all. Okay. Colby, up. Okay, so we're going good here so far. I didn't miss too many people. Dang, Ross, if you're in here, what's up? I didn't even see you. My fault. Bird, Maine. You know, my brain, I'm just, I'm tuned in. I just had my little session, and, yeah, y'all know. But, so it's cool, man. This thing, I don't know if it came like that, like, scuffed up. I am, like, completely at awe as to how cool it actually looks. Because if they actually made it like this, that's smart, because this literally looks like it's been carried and dropped and used, and yeah, so it's kind of cool looking. It's got that aged look. So who else is up in here? I didn't miss anybody, did I? I don't think I did. Dopey, what is up? I almost missed you. I watched your comment just disappear up on the screen. Well, it didn't disappear. It actually goes to like a almost translucent, completely translucent. Can't even tell it's there. But yeah, so this is awesome. The pocket clip is in beast mode. Look at this pocket clip. Damn, that whole thing's a solid chunk of titanium with some milling. Yeah. But look at this, is what I did want to talk about. That's right. So if you see the overall shape of this knife, shit, this hand, left-handed, look. When I choke up, look at that. That shit feels so good. Like you're gonna be able to push. Etch. Man, I can't wait to use this thing. Of course, I cut up a bunch of paper, so, but I did pick it all up this time. Last time I just left it on the floor for a whole day or two. You know, just sitting there like, who cares? Like an idiot. But yeah, so everybody who's in here that doesn't know, this right here was just, Doom just sent me this, and I'm mind blown. But this is like a, what would you guys call this shape? Is this a spear point? Or just a drop point? Randy's WSG, what's the dealio? So he's got to get some Bluetooth headphones so I can lurk him. Yeah. How are you doing, Randy, man? I'm glad to see you in here. Is this a drop point? Is this a clip point? Is this a, I mean, it could be a drop point. I'd call it maybe a spear point. What do y'all think? What would you guys call that blade shape? Spear point, drop point, a dropped spear point? I mean, what would you call it? Yep. I don't know. So I just got these right here back from Doom. And I just sent them to him. And they weren't quite his jam. Totally understandable. Now, here's the weird thing about this knife. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Drop spear. Yeah, that sounds good. Seriously, Randy, that does sound good. I got the freaking cotton mouth to the max, y'all. No joke. My lips were stuck. Kept getting stuck. Depends on what angle you hold it at. I guess so, huh? Thank you, Doom. Where'd the bag go? Oh, I suck. Didn't make it. So, none of these were necessarily his jam. I think that he might have liked this one the most. But, so this, I gotta talk, like, I don't know if anyone else has had this problem. Here, anybody who owns this, I know we got at least one person in here that owns the Vision FG Civivi. My lock has had some incredible lock stick. I'm talking so bad. Pedro, what's the deal, man? How are you doing? Yup, Pedro, yup. Just making sure I can see that right. So, has anybody else had extreme lock stick on their Vision FG? I'm talking like, not like you just got to push it down a little hard, like it sticks as like a little stick, kind of like a button lock will have a slight stick to it. I'm talking like a full-on double finger type of deal. Has anybody had that problem? I know there's got to be at least 2 or 3 people in here that's got the Vision FG. Does anybody have incredible lock stick on their Vision FG? And if you do, have you gotten rid of it? Now, here's what's weird about this. So, now, when I got this knife and sent it to Doom like a week after I got it. So, I didn't get to do a whole lot with it. It looks really dirty because my hands were dirty every time I played with it. He says, you got a Vision, but you haven't had a lock stick issue. Maybe you got some lube on the lock face. You know what? The one thing I didn't do was I didn't hit it with the air compressor. What knife was it? Shit. Right here. That's the PM2, obviously everybody already knows that, but with the compression lock right here. So I was having like, it was considerably hard to push in. So I asked a buddy of mine, Floyd, And Floyd told me to make sure I don't have any oil on it, told me to wipe it off, blow it out with an air hose, clean it up if I have to. And I did that, and issue done, perfect action. So I wiped this guy down big time, but it didn't help last night. Well, today, as I'm sitting here, you said yours is smooth as silk. Man, see, mine's had button stick, lock stick the entire time since day one. And I know that's probably why Doom was like, fuck is wrong with this? Because he kind of sounded like he was a little bit interested in it. But when he had it, I could tell he just wasn't. And if that was the lock's fault, that's just unfortunate, because this is a very freaking cool knife, guys. This is a very cool knife. I really, really like this knife. I want the JG10 and I want the Damascus blade. But my pivot, it comes loose every few freaking flicks, and so I gotta get yeah. It looked over dramatic from the way it looked when I just did this. It's not like crazy loose, but it has looseness to it, and it happens very often. What's up, T-Fetch? How you doing, man? Dang, Ross says he hasn't even taken his apart, so probably shouldn't. Nah, man, it's all good. But yeah, so, oh yeah, look at this watch. Watch this, guys. I've tightened this up today. Shit, how am I gonna do this? I know there's a way I can make you see through there. See that blade moving? Hold on, I'm gonna make it so you guys can see the white back there. You see it? See the blade moving? I know y'all see that. It's actually moving. And I tightened it earlier on this morning. So it says, seems like a cool upgrade. Yeah, how you doing, Jake from Ohio State? I'm just gonna call you Jake, that's a long name. So I don't know what to do, but I guess I'll just put some lock stick, Loctite. That'll solve the problem, probably. In fact, I know it will. I'm just like, maybe I'm nitpicking at this point because I'm kind of let down about the whole thing. But I woke up this morning and now look at this. Well, what I did last night was I opened up the knife and I'm just looking around and I'm like, okay, so where could the issues be at? I said, okay, so right here, you guys aren't going to be able to see it, but right here there's a little lip. See where that divot is? There's a hole right there where the steel is cut out. Well, right there, that's where the actual blade falls onto the bar. When I say the bar, I mean this part right here of the super lock. Well, I guess it does fall into a bar and on the lock, so it doubles up. Well, so I took what's it called? A pencil, and I was told like graphite would help. So I put graphite all up on there, and I just basically drew on it. And did that a couple times, and it didn't seem to really fix anything. Maybe it's because it's super loose that it's not sticking. Let me find out. Let me grab one of the little things. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. I'm just curious, guys. That's it. I really like the knife. I don't want to get rid of the knife. And but I might if necessary. But I like it. I want to scale swap it. Yeah, that was so loose. That was incredible. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, so there's no lock stick. I don't know. I have no idea why it suddenly stopped. And when I say this morning, I mean like 2.5, 3. I'll say about like 12 o'clock. It's like 3 hours ago is when I picked it up and started playing with it, and it started to actually have no lock stick, which is weird. So maybe it was. All right. So look. So when you can look through this hole right here. Check it out. You guys see that hole right there? All right. So you can look through that hole and you can watch where the blade makes contact. And you could clearly see right here where it was making contact, but it wasn't like full flat contact. It was making like, it just wasn't right. So I thought maybe I could take like a nail file and just gonna a couple times, you know. I didn't do that yet, but it seems like you can see, if you guys can't see it here, but I can see where there's new steel that's being removed because the coating's coming off in a place where it wasn't off. Let me read some of these comments quick. I see a bunch of stuff's going on. Something something on the pivot. Joe Isabella, can you say your comment again, please? It's definitely an interesting knife, man, but I'll save up for the Flytanium Arcade. Yeah, you know what? That's a cool knife. I can't remember what it looks like right now, but I definitely remember that it's cool. I remember it's got titanium scales and all. Well, I mean, this is cool, but it could... I don't know. I'll just wait until after I dye the scales. And then I'll come up with my conclusion. You know what I mean? I'll just give it a little bit. That's it. But I'll tell you what, that little Kubi momentum right here. In fact, it's really not that little because here's the vision right here. So it's definitely not a little knife. You know what I mean? It's got a little bit of size to it. It's not a little one. It's like a medium size. Yeah, so it's like the size of this right here, maybe a little smaller. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's the same size as the PM2 pretty much. Almost exactly the same size. It's like a mid-size folder, right? Mid-size. Yep. Who's got some arcades on the way? Who's that, Dang Ross? Who has some arcades on the way? Frandon? Said, I was just saying I have a bunch of knives that need to put in front. Yup. Yeah, I got to do that too. I don't have any Loctite. That's why I haven't done it, to be 100% honest with you. So maybe I should just get some Loctite and fix that issue, because I also got to do that for this one right here. This is a Microtech Annex, and the pivot comes loose. Basically, what I do is once it starts to come loose, I grip it like this with my 2 fingers, because it has proprietary like hardware, so you got to have their tool, and I do have the tool. It's in a box right there, but I can just do it by hand, and it gets just tight enough until I can get the what's it called, Loctite. What is up, Floyd? How you doing, man? I'm glad to see you in here. Brandon, aka the Safe and Lock Store. Okay. Dang Ross said that's my local knife shop in Syracuse, New York. You said get the Loctite in the glue stick. It's less money. The Loctite in the glue stick. So what is it? Shaped like a glue stick? Are you talking? What are you talking about here? Get him ready for yard work. Oh yeah, you gotta go out and do some yard work, huh? So I bet you have a lot to do when it comes to be fall time, when all the leaves are out. That's if you feel like even doing the yard. Or do you not have trees in the yard out there? Because if you don't have trees, that's probably a big savior in the fall time, because always got to clean trees, fucking pine cones, whatever falls off your trees. Robert Douglas, what's the deal, my friend? Acid Test Kids, you know, he's still up in here hanging out. Floyd said, good afternoon, everybody. And Colby said, what's up, Douglas? Okay, shaped like a glue stick. Okay, now I got this thing wrapped around the phone, like I said last time, and I can't see what's going on with the phone. It's I got it X'd up this time, so it's taking up even more room. Okay, Dissentient, he's still up in this camp. So how's everybody doing this Friday? You guys ready to be off work? What do you guys got planned? Anybody cooking out? It's one of my family members' birthday today, so I'm just hanging out. And after the live, they don't get home until a little bit later on, so I got time to do the live, you know. Get ready to do a little birthday thing, nothing too serious, you know. Says, yeah, you have some trees. It's always... I figured you had a bunch of trees. I just did. I don't know why. I was like, yeah, he's probably got some trees. Yeah. Check this out, Floyd. Remember we were talking about I wanted to get a Bestech nuke? Well, I got a nuke right here. I got it from the one and only Doom. It's got the... This is the jank knife we were talking about with the little I forget the name of this character. I think it's actually a character. Oh yeah, so I asked this earlier on. Does anybody know what this character is? I think my nephew said it's a Star Wars character. He's into Star Wars. I think he said it's like Baby Yoda something. I don't know. Or was he just giving me a hard time? Headed back to Ohio early tomorrow morning. Been in Atlanta. Okay. Dang, what are you training for? Back to, so you're going to Ohio from Atlanta. Okay, yep, okay. Dang Ross said, thank God it's Friday. Yay for a weekend. Now I'm going to work and not get paid. Right? Says, how's that going for you? So what are you doing? What are you getting trained for? So Randy said, bring that bead closer. Okay. The lighting's poor. I apologize ahead of time. I'll try to get that fixed for you. Nothing's perfect here. What's the point of EDC? Just so you all know. I'm sure everybody knows that already. I'm trying to give you the best way of lighting I can, even though it's terrible. You see them like that? It's like a Star Wars, dude. The Mandalorian. That sounds familiar. That does sound familiar, Dopey. Randy said it's the Mandalorian, so that's what my nephew said. Jake, it's cold down here. Cold where? Where are you at? Cold, huh? Cold. And it's cold in Ohio? Hey, Floyd, the sentient said, are those trees smokable? That's what I did before I started live stream. I had to tune in, y'all know. Randy said it's on the way. This is the way. Oh, this is the way. Okay. What's the way? I'm ready for Tuesday to come around and do a live with Doom. Matter of fact, I think G-Ball does a live here at tomorrow at 11 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, in the afternoon. But I might be wrong, but I think that's what he said. So it'd be cool to go to his live, watch him, possibly just join in, and that'd be pretty cool. I've really enjoyed doing the lives with Doom. He keeps it going. He keeps it. Anything that needs to be done, he can do it. Anything, as long as because he can't do it on his phone, he said, but he can do all that good old stuff on a computer, like doing all the pulling up pages and doing this. Oh, he can do it all. He's good with it. He's got skill. I have no skill at all. That's the 8010 right there. G-Ball just did a vision on the 8010, but with the hollow ground. Was it hollow ground, or am I just making that up? Anyway, it had a tanto. I know that. So, yeah, go check that video out. Floyd said he wishes. Oh, it cooled down, not cold. Okay. Yeah, I can't read these comments because of the thing in the way. But at least this time now I have the entire screen because I didn't I purposely slid add guest over last time just to see what the feature was, and I never unslid it thinking it wouldn't make a difference. But what it did was I only had half a screen last time. He said, Joe, that's what my wife said, 60 at night, still 80 in Atlanta. Dang, 60 at night. It did get, you know what, it was pretty chilly this morning. I went out this morning like 6. It's like, geez, I mean, this was a little chilly. Surprising. I was like, what's going on with this freaking weather? It was like muggy just 3 days ago. I mean, it's like the weather changes. I mean, the seasons change like faster and faster every year, it almost feels like. Do you guys think that, or is that just me getting old? I mean, what is that? Could it just be me getting old? I mean, that could be a possibility, right? So Jake was in high 40s here. Dang, high 40s. Jeez. Man, that's crazy. And Joe, you're in I did this last time, didn't I? Cleveland, I want to say. Out somewhere near Cleveland, I believe, right? Yeah, Ohio. You know me, I'm always forgetting. Blame it on the smoke. No, it happens if I don't smoke. Oh, I gotta give everybody how you doing, Fitbit? Now you ain't late, man. You're on time. This was the time you were supposed to be here. You're right on time, man. Fist bump. I gotta make y'all wrenches. I forgot to do that. So what I have to do is I have to remember your to take your names after this right here, and I'll probably watch the stream again. I won't watch it. I'll hit like the skip button, you know, and make the stream go, or I'll go to the end so I can rewind the stream. That's how I'll do it. I'll go to the end, pause the video, and open up the live stream, live chat, so I can see your names, and so I can go ahead and, because you got to click on the about part, I think, of your page, and then go in and save you guys as a moderator, I think. I don't really know. I'm not that good with this. Maybe not. Birdman said he can't wait to get out of work to smoke. Hey, man, dude, I can't wait for you to get out either. Look at that. Peterbilt Knife Guy himself's texting me right now. Better be watching me. That's right. So, nobody said if they had any plans this weekend. Somebody's got some plans. I know everybody's not just winging it. Everybody's plan ain't to get off and go home and smoke. Or is it? Oh, my God. I'm out of monsters, y'all. Look, it's a sad time, man. I ain't got no monsters. What am I going to do? I got an empty thing right here. That's not cool. I'm thirsty as anything. I got a nice cold cup of water, but I want me a nice cold monster. I'm overdue for another monster. I never need another one. When Joe said he's out, he said, gotta run, trying to sell it. Go ahead, get your trailer sold, man. Hell yeah. I'll holler at you later, Joe. Take it easy, man. Fist bump. Dopey's still in the house. Yup. Says your plan is to stay home and be broke. Hey, that's me too, dude. I'm talking to you right now because I'm broke and because I can't go do shit. That's fist bump for the broke guys. Yeah, he said he wish you could go back to weed, legalize it. So it's not legal in Ohio? Dang, I thought it would have been just because of like the whole Cincinnati, the whole Cleveland, like all that stuff. Wow, okay. Interesting. I did not know that. So is it actually a full-on crime? Is it a jailable offense to have weed out there in Ohio? You're trying to change that yourself. What's that, being broke? Yeah, I'm trying to change it too, man. I'm a broke somebody right now. Welcome to the club. He says he's spending more on sending people knives that are buying. I'm spending more on sending. Okay, I get what you mean. You're spending more on the shipping than you are for buying yourself knives. Oh, Randy, that sucks, don't it? Oh, man. I hate it. I hate it. I don't know why I despise paying for shipping. I love to get the stuff to people, but I sure don't like paying them to take it. I feel like, man, you're the Postal Service. We pay taxes, and we've paid taxes our entire life for the Postal Service, and then they charge us money to send the mail that we paid for by giving our taxes. Our parents, our grandparents, our grandparents' parents, they all paid their taxes. Says Ohio's medical. Okay. Has medical only. Okay. Try mood gummies. Gummies are awesome. They are so good. Yesterday I ate a little, like, I had this edible. I broke it in 4 pieces. Man, I took 1/4 and was stupid. I was out. Totally out. Yeah. But so that's crazy that you have to, let's say, because you got to think, let's say they take however much money out of your paycheck every week, and that goes for the water, that goes for the state employees, that goes for every last thing that we need. Now, shouldn't that pay for our mail? Because we are paying our taxes, federal taxes, for the mail, but we still have to pay to get our mail sent. Even if you're sending just a little envelope out, you still got to pay that 50 cents or however much they are now. He says, I'd at least hit up some gummies. My job does randoms though. Company car. Oh, that sucks. It's alright, man. It just ain't for you right now then. You know what I mean? Right? You got to do the right thing, man. It just ain't for you right now. It's no big deal at all. If let's say I had another opportunity come in front of me, and it was better than my current situation, and they said, look, but I mean, it's like significantly better, not just like, it's like you switch jobs to go for like another 5 cents an hour or something like that. If it's like significantly better, and you're like, let's say you went from a labor position up to being like an equipment operator, or you got put on a wall if you're a mason, something like that. You go from, mixing mud to being on a wall. If it was an opportunity like that, I would stop smoking all day long, no questions asked, and I would better myself with that opportunity. So you're doing the right thing, man. You're definitely doing the right thing. I'll tell you what, it took me forever to learn that type of stuff. I was, for years and years, I was just hard-headed. It's like I would go out of my way to stress my own self out almost, because I knew I was not going to be happy at the end of the day for whatever decision that I was making. And it was bad. I mean, it was rough. Yeah, I had some rough times. What's to say? Yeah, you love your job and you'd never risk it. That's right, man. You ain't dumb. You're doing the right thing. You're smart. You know, some people, they just ain't that smart. I'm smoking. Like, fuck, well, then you ain't going to have a fucking nothing. You know, I'd take the opportunity over smoking all day. Now, as far as smoking like CBD, I wouldn't do nothing. I just totally refrain from it, because that CBD stuff, I don't know if it helps. I don't know what it does. I don't know if anyone here has ever done CBD. I have smoked some CBD, and I think I've taken some CBD gummies, and it didn't do anything for me at all that I knew of. Not like even a placebo effect. You know, sometimes you get like a placebo effect. I'm sure everybody in here knows what the placebo effect is. And they do, and people get tricked with the placebo effect all the time, man. There's like literal studies on that, where they'll have like 500 people come in and do a clinical trial for a medication. I know I'm going way off topic right now. This is a knife channel. I'm talking about some medical clinical freaking trials. Well, what they'll do is, out of 500 people, 50 of them 500 are going to get straight placebo. They're going to get a sugar pill. And everybody else is thinking the medicine's working, and everyone thinks it's working, but little do they know it's just a placebo effect. They've been given a sugar pill, so they ain't doing nothing. What's this saying? If I have money, I'm smoking. I know plenty of ways around that drug test. Woo! Shake the sack on that one for Dopey. The shack is shook, and I ain't jacking Lefty. That's got nugs. Oh, let me stop that before they cancel me. Yes, sir. I missed this knife too. You know what? It's like a weird big knife, because it's not that long. It's just tall. It's got like a tall body and tall, see, like, let's see here. Here's this one, and here's that one. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could hide that behind that all day. You would never know it's there. And that's got that weird angle, so it protrudes more. Yeah, Dopey said he's smoking. Ha ha ha. Man, I'll tell you what. It would be nice to cook some chicken. Some, green peppers. You know, the whole just salsa type of thing. You know, chicken salsa and rice. That's what I'm going to do tonight. Yup. I'm going to cook some chicken salsa and rice. I freaking love this knife. It's the Kubi Momentum. I don't remember what the number is, because all the knives have a model number as well as a name. You can see where it says manganese steel. Wrong side. I'm a freaking doofus, ain't I? Manganese steel. I know the lighting's some dookie, but... Now, I was going to dye this right here. And you know, honestly, I thought Doom was going to end up dyeing it. I thought he was going to dye it for real. But he, I guess he just didn't feel like it, or didn't have the time, or was just like, man, I don't want nothing to do with that knife. Yeah. No, I think he did like this one right here. And Sharif's an awesome designer. I truly love this knife. No joke. This is a fun knife. And I had gotten this one a couple days before I got this one. So they were both like fresh and new to me. I missed them. And the second that they left the house, I was like, oh my God, I ain't got no knives. I mean, I got knives, but you know what I mean. My new ones. They were my new ones. Yes, sir. The Sentient said, do you have any choppers? You could say so, yeah. I got a cold steel. It's called the Chinese Sword Machete. It's like a freaking sword, but it's got like machete stock. You know what machete stock is, right? Like, we're not talking like an Essie Jungla stock or like a top stock. You're talking something like, well, I mean, it's probably wider than this stock a little bit right here than on the 8010. So it might, I don't fight getting, I gotta go unhang it and shit. How big is this? Let's see here. How wide is that? So it's maybe about a little bit bigger than this 4 Max right here stock, right on the top of the stock. Not down here where it's thinner, where it's been like swedged. Hell yeah. But I did have a Condor Warlock. I don't have that anymore. My collection, it's constantly moving. You said for tall grass, ha 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 ha. For tall grass, yeah, right. For tall grass, all right. No, yeah. I mean, I could cut grass with that if you're serious. I mean, if you're just talking grass, then yeah. But I got what else do I have? Um, okay, so I don't have the machetes no more. Like just some standard machetes, like some normal machete, like not anything special or by any like cool company or anything. No, I don't have any choppers right now. I don't. Not right now. I don't. I wish I did. In fact, right now, check this out, guys. MTech has some choppers for sale. Like when I say choppers, I meant to say kukri. They got kukri stuff like $22, and they're like 420 or 440 steel, I believe. I'm pretty sure. That's a deal for a kukri, and it's not a small kukri. It's got at least a 10-inch blade on it. At least a 10-inch for sure. I know it has at least 10. So that's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? A 10-inch blade on a kukri, you're gonna freaking put some, because they got that shape that wow, it just bites into wood. Whatever you hit, it's gonna bite into it. And you know what a gurkery is or something like that? I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's what the soldiers used. It's very close to a kukri, just a little bit different. Yeah, those are vicious right there. And yeah, I need to get a kukri. I was looking at a K-bar kukri. They got one. They got a couple of them. In Ontario, they just had some more come out on, like, I want to say Knife Center. It was Knife Center Blade HQ. It wasn't Amazon or anything like that. It was Knife Center Blade HQ. Well, they got some, what did I just say? The Ontario Knife Company kukris, and because they like sold out. Once Ontario sold the company, I forget who told me. I think it was Peterbilt Knife Guys, the one that told me. He told me, and I was like, "What?" So I told a couple people, and then next thing you know, 2 days later, it was people were doing full-fledged videos directed straight for Ontario. I was like, "Dang!" Well, anyway, so they sold out all their kukris, all their big like for everything from like the SP6, sold them. All the ones that Peterbilt Knife Guy has, they sold out all them things, like almost 3 or 4 days. That's it. They were always in stock before that, but they got them back in stock now. So, and they're pretty decent price. You know, they're between like 30 and $60. So I do need to get a couple more choppers. I like a lot of Condor stuff. Cold Steel, of course, they got some good choppers. Or you could call this a chopper almost. I mean, you especially put a lanyard on this thing, but right now, if you just choke back, oh, you could, I promise you, I could remove all the fingers in one chop. Oh, man. I got an axe, or a hatchet and an axe, but, yeah. So, who has some choppers, and what are your go-to large knives? Who has what as far as choppers? I know a couple of you guys in here probably have some pretty good choppers. I know you probably got some Cold Steels. Everybody's got to have a Cold Steel chopper now. I'm sure one of y'all has a Cold Steel chopper. I'm sure another one definitely probably has some Ontario. Somebody's got some Condor for sure. I know there's a lot more chopper companies than that, and people that just in general that make choppers. I like Work Tough gear. I really like RMJ. Does anybody have any RMJ tactical? Justin in Ohio, what is up, my dude? Your Vosteed Mini Bar is a chopper of sorts. It's a 6-inch cleaver. What the hell? Vosteed made a 6-inch blade on the cleaver. Vosteed did. You got a Rat 5. It's actually your mom's. So what's a Rat 5? Oh, you're talking about the 5-inch blade, fixed blade. Good stuff. Hell yeah. Did y'all know that Essie doesn't even make their own knives? You know that Essie, their knives are made by Rowan. Essie gets the knives. They put their own name on it. That's the only thing they do. You can look it up. Look at it. Dang, I didn't know that Vosteed made that. And it's called the Mini Bar. Wow, what's the big bar look like then? You know what? Honestly, Jake, I didn't need a chopper either. But I tell you what, though, I got one. I didn't need one. I wanted one. I've had a bunch of big knives, but I don't have any anymore. My biggest knife right now, I just got a bunch of standard K-Bar USMCs, D2 Extremes, some big Ned Fosses, a couple big Cold Steels, a big Civivi. In a sense, I guess you could call that Bradford Guardian 4, the sheepsfoot, you could probably call that a chopper, because you could, dude, let me tell you what, that is one slicey ass knife. It is incredible. So you got a few. What do you got, the Sentient? I know you got some. What's up? Tell me what you got. I'm curious to, excuse me, I'm curious to know. Jake just said he means, I mean, I get it. Really don't need yeah, right. Right, man? That's funny. We don't need them. Yeah, okay, so do you like the Ritter Hogue fixed blade? Do you like it? I really want that bad, Dopey. I also want the Hogue folding knife, but I want the fixed blade. I don't know which one I want more. I really don't know. I don't know. Probably both of them. So, yeah, I probably do. I want them both the same. I want the Hogue folding knife, the Ritter Hogue, and I want the Ritter Hogue fixed blade. Yup. I just found out about the fixed blade a couple weeks ago. And Andrew Demko has fixed blades too. Some pretty freaking cool ones. I want to say that, yup. I know for sure that there's 3 different ones. You got a drop point one and a Tanto one, and then you have one that's in Magna Cut now. Well, how big is that Hogue fixed blade that you got? Matter of fact, Floyd, who's in the chat, he just got a Hogue folding knife similar to this one, but like way more mean looking, not rounded like this one. This one's more rounded and soft, and that one is like pointy and in your face. He said the Ritter Hogue are great. The fixie is awesome, but the sheath isn't too great. Just basic nylon. Need to get the bending in the auto. Speaking of the auto, how about that? That's an auto. What's that say? Burn said, say balls. Balls. The blade on the fixie is a 4.5. Floyd said his is the X5 manual. I prefer the manual. If this was a manual, I would like it so much more. It says I've had it for about 6 months. Oh, you've had it? How did I not know that, man? You didn't tell me that. See, that's what's crazy about your knife collection, Floyd. Remember the other day when I told you, I said, I'm not even going to question your collection no more. I'm just going to assume you got it. That's why. I didn't know you had that. That's crazy. That's right, yeah. So, I had recently found out from Doom that that is not G. Maskus. And he is 100,000% right. Because last night again, I was looking at Best Tech's website, and they got a bunch of knives with G. Maskus, and it looks totally different than this. This is just layered G10. Floyd said he I just take random pictures and send them. Okay. It says an HVA knife. Yeah. Blue Knights. PLE. Alright, you have 3 Bravo. Tom's Recon, your favorite one. You also have Bravo 3, Crusader. These are your RBK choppers, huh? Seven-inch fixes at the 7-inch blade or 7-inch in total. This is a really cool knife, even though it has like a really you would think that's an impractical freaking easy to see blade shape. I'll tell you why. You got a lot of belly. This is almost a straight right there. Oh, I know it's curving, but you can almost use it as a straight. And then you got the recurve right here to trap your materials in that little bit right there. Just that little bit will literally, if you hold it right, it'll trap material in there. But it also, and it hooks down. You see what I'm saying? It kind of hooks down, so whatever you were slashing or whatever you're poking, that thing is going, dude. This is a very, very useful knife shape, and I know it sounds half dumb. What are you? What in the fucking? It's pretty cool. It is a cool blade shape. It's an Elisha design, if y'all don't know. What's Black Knife PLE? Huh? Which one? Got a bunch. That one? I don't know if you're messing with me. I don't know if you're trying to troll me. If you are trying to troll me, please stop. I'm asking you to please stop. I'm not for it, please. But if you're asking to see a knife seriously, here you go. I'll show you a knife, though. This is the Rake P138-B. Tanto 14C 28M blade, you know. It's a freaking fire knife. Definitely a good one. It's got caged ceramic bearings in it, multi-row. Alright, look, hey, somebody who's got a wrench and somebody knows how to get this burnt dude out of here, or I'll go ahead and get him out of here if you can. I'm going to ask that you do that, as I don't know what's up with this shit right here. This stuff he keeps putting in the chat. So if somebody has a wrench, you know who you are if you have a wrench. You can access the channel and you can go in and you can literally block people. Alright, so we got some weirdos coming in here. I don't know who these people are. You almost sound like a kid, whoever you are. I don't mean to come off disrespectful. I apologize to everybody else. Seriously, I don't play no games. We ain't gonna do that here. This ain't the place for that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You want to see a big folder? Here's a big folder right here. It's the biggest folder that I have. There's bigger ones out there though. This is the Cold Steel 4max. Yep. It's a cool knife right here. It's heavy. What's up, Dennis? How you doing, man? Glad to see you in here. I appreciate that. Whoever just got rid of that right there, thank you, Floyd. I appreciate that, man. God damn, that shit was starting to piss me off. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah. So this right here is Cold Steel 4max for you. They love. There you go. It's CPM 20 CV steel G10 scales, and it's got the Andrew Demko. It's an Andrew Demko design, but it has one of his locks called the what the hell is this one called? The Triad lock. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I appreciate that, Floyd. I really do, dude. You don't even know. Oh, mom's starting to shake. I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, what do people get out of doing that? Like, what's up with that? Like, he's been doing that for a minute, too. That's the worst part. Is like, he sat there and kept doing it, but I'm just like, so I ignored it for a while. I'm like, this must be a child or something. Yeah. I was like, what's up with this? The funny part, I promise you, none of these people that troll people on the internet, how you doing, Dennis Fist Bump? None of these people that troll people on the internet will do anything to anybody in real life. I'm telling you now, they're soft as cotton. And or unless it's like somebody that you know and they're just giving you a hard time. And if you are somebody that I know, the person who did that, I apologize. I don't mean to come off as a dick. But I ask that you please don't troll me. If you know me, please don't troll me. And if you don't know me, don't troll me. I mean, it's okay to make a joke or something. That's totally fine. We can joke. We'll do all that stuff. But yeah. That's right. Don't make me get prison on your motherfucking ass. Oh, man. Sorry, Dennis, you came in. Somebody was just being a weirdo in the chat. That's it. But they're gone, so it's okay. So, what are you carrying today, Dennis? What did you carry on you? I got a feeling you carried the Growler on you today. The Growler V2 to be specific. I know you did. I just got the feeling. What'd you carry? Come on, put it in the chat, man. Man, I gotta get me one of them growlers. I really do, because they're awesome. This one right here. You know what I was thinking? So check this out. This clip right here. Yeah. What are you carrying today, Dennis? So this clip right here, as you can see. See. Okay, so originally, look. I'll tell you what. See this? What you need in your life? What you need in your life, Floyd? Okay, so Justin in Ohio said he carried a Civivi Chevalier to play with and the Sencut Scepter to use on stuff. Sencut Scepter. I wish, see, that's why I need to have Doom or somebody who knows how to do this stuff. Because Doom would be like, boop, Scepter, there you go. Oh yeah, Growler, yeah, I need one too. I don't even care if it's just the Growler V1, but I hear the Growler V2 is like loads better. That's, man, I can tell you what, I know that's a fire knife. You can tell it's comfortable. It's a wee little guy. It just says, get a life. Okay, who's getting a life? Is that you? Floyd, I think we might have another one. This is the one that sent the thing saying, biggest one, please. Yeah. If this dude does it again. Boop! You know how Major Payne kick you in the butt? So anyway, so back to this knife. So the problem with this is you had 3 of those scepters. Dang, you must really like them. I have go ahead and get rid of this clown right here. Fist bump. See, now we got the trolls coming in here, but I promise you what, none of them people would ever do nothing to me. They would never say that shit to my face. They said, I'm not even gonna take it personally, because obviously they got a little dick, a little brain, and they can't fight. But that's right, a Floyd victim. What's going on, Green Gator Lope? So this clip is, so I didn't think it was that bad when I first got it, because I didn't like squeeze on it real hard. Microtech SOCOM, for real, you got the Microtech SOCOM Elite? Dang, dude. This is the SOCOM Elite. SOCOM Elite. Yes, that's right. That's the one I want. The Microtech SOCOM Elite. Do you have the drop point or the Tanto? Which one do you have? It says, Senka puts out some absolutely great knives. I heard. Okay, yeah, that dude right there can go now. That's some weird dude. It's probably one of them child molesters right there. That's probably what that dude is. So I grabbed onto this the other day. I mean today. The other day when I had it before I sent off the Doom, it just wasn't like it. Didn't bother me. But today I grabbed on it real hard, and I wasn't cutting anything. But Civivi put this in a stupid ass place. I mean, look at this, dude. And they did that because I guess because it goes into the barrel spacer. I'm just going to take it apart here a little bit for the whole skills thing. So what Justin say? He says Justin in Ohio was hidden by Floyd. Ha! Must have did something. What'd Justin go for? Justin in Ohio is cool, right? What'd you dip him for? Ha 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 ha. Right here you got I was gonna take this I don't know. See, got my mind's messed up right now. I got some, like, cause them weird people. What's up with these weird people coming in the chat acting like that? Like, what's up with that? I was thinking about taking this clip off because they put it in a horrible place and swapping the clip for this one. And but I don't know what to do because this clip right here will fit this. This is the Civivi Backlash. I don't know if anybody knows that. That's the Civivi Backlash. So I was thinking about taking the Backlash clip and putting it on this. But then I was also thinking, a buddy of mine at the knife shop, there's these Civivi makes milled titanium clips, and they'll fit right on here, and they're real skinny, and it's not gonna bother your hand, because this right here, yeah, it'll kind of bother your hand. Hey, Floyd. I think Justin's cool. I don't know what happened, but I think Justin's cool. Justin in Ohio's been a friend, he's like you. He's cool. He talks to me in every video. I don't think he did anything wrong. I'm not sure. So maybe you can let him come back in or something. But Justin's probably cool. I think he's alright. Maybe he said something on accident, but he's been cool so far. Maybe I just didn't catch it. I don't know. You'll tell me after the chat though. I'm sure you have good reason. But yeah. What time is it? We'll stop this at 4:30. So we got like 19 minutes. I'm gonna have to go upstairs. What am I gonna do? I said I was gonna cook some chicken rice with the salsa. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You're trying to figure it out? Okay. Yeah. That's what this right here is it's just a little uncomfortable, honestly, the clip is. And man, I mean, it's like, cause it ramps up pretty bad. You guys see that ramp right there? That's a pretty serious ramp. Let's say, well dang, this looks like almost the same exact size ramp. Look at that one, and look at this one. Maybe I can hold them together like this, so that you guys can see which ramp is doing what. Okay, so this one does ramp up a little higher. So what length are they? They're almost the same length. So this, if this was a little short, little longer, it would hurt less. Okay, so it was accidental. So he can come back in, right? Yeah, Justin can come back in. He's cool. Justin in Ohio, he's my man. Yeah, he's cool. Justin's a solid one. I like Justin. He's solid, just like you. Just like everybody who's been in here, except for them. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure what it is it's somebody who, now I'm not going to speculate because then somebody may take that as something. I'm not going to speculate. It's just, it is what it is. Some people, they don't have the mental capacity that other people have. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Matthew Russell? Yeah, that's that Best Tech nuke right here. That's awesome. Sure is. That's right. I'm hoping to see Peterbilt Knife Guy pop up in the chat. That'd be pretty cool. I know he just go check out his new videos. He got the ZT0006. It's a fixed blade with 3V steel. Ha ha ha. He said he's trying to. Is he back in? Floyd, is he able to come back in? I don't know anything about this stuff. I know nothing, not one little tiny thing about it. I just know that I made you what's it called? I made a couple of y'all moderators too, because I don't know how to do this stuff. This is where Doom's he freaking kills it like that, dude. He knows how to do it all. It doesn't matter what it is. He'll pull up multiple screens. He'll website to this, to the camera, to this. That's okay. Take your time, Floyd. We'll get it going on. I'll probably be able to talk to him, and I'll let him know. I'll hit him up with a message in my comment section, because he comments on all the videos. So I'll find him in the comment section on one of like the newest ones. And I'll just send him a message and tell him it was just on accident. He'll 100% understand. He knows you that you're new to this. He knows that. Hey, guess what's funny though? When he comes back, he is a Floyd victim. You're good, man. He ain't gonna be mad or anything. Not at all. He doesn't seem like the type of guy to get upset about any of that. So it's all good. It is all good. World fist bump. I know he's probably sitting there watching it because you only thing you did was you hid him from talking. You said don't cut a tree and moderate at the same time. That's what Fitbit said, Floyd. Don't cut a tree. He's out back doing yard work. Or he might not be out back yet. He might be listening to me ramble right now. Just listening, just chilling. Oh man, when's the next time you're going camping, man? I know you got to go camping before it gets cold. Or do you guys? Oh my God, he's got a freaking what's it called on a freaking leaf blower book bag on right now. That's crazy. When's the next time you're going camping? Because I don't think you don't do much camping when it's cold, do you? Or does it not get cold where you are? I'm pretty sure it gets cold where you are, right? I'm pretty sure. Man, I love this. This is awesome, man. This is like another grail for me. It really is. This is awesome. Man, I'm going to tell you what. See, this blade shape is like... See, I was in... you guys know who Maddie is with Mattisfaction and Said Steve with... Says he loves camping when it's a little... You know what? It is kind of cool to camp in when you can have a sleeping bag and still be okay to not have to have like some super thermal bag and you got to be wrapped up real heavy. Norfolk camping here in Idaho. Gotta be sweet soon. Oh, it's hunting season's over now. Oh, yeah, you didn't want to go out there fucking risking getting shot. Oh, man, would you imagine that? You're just sitting there like, and you're just going to get wood for your fire. And you just walk and someone cracks one off at you because they just see motion and they think they're going to get their freaking deer. Yeah, cold's better than hot. I guess you could say that because you can layer up and you can get yourself warm, but you can't cool off. You know what I mean? You're just hot. Yeah. Yep. You're probably I don't know why I didn't think about that. I really didn't. I was just thinking how cold it would be in the tent all night. But you know what? If you're dressed appropriately, that's what I tell people all the time. I used to say winter was my favorite time of year because you could just... You said you never heard of them chicks. Ha ha ha. Because you could just... You can warm yourself up by dressing appropriately. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people might go outside, like, man, it's freezing out there, man. I'm like, you just got a hoodie and a beanie on, dude, and some boots. What the fuck? You gotta have, like, really good stuff on. You can't just have a hoodie. You're gonna be cold, at least not me, because I get cold. Man, I get cold like that. Instantly, I'm cold. If I think about getting cold, I'm cold. I say that about being hot, too, though. That's crazy. The lock stick is, like, gone. You guys see that? I mean, you guys didn't see it when it had the lock stick, but it's gone. It says sometimes it's so cold that you have to... right? That's when you know it's cold out. Oh, man. That's right. Vision FG. This is awesome. Like, it's so dirty, though. You guys can't tell. To you guys, it probably just looks like a standard gray, but it is dirty. So, the Sentient said, Floyd, what is your Banshee? CA 4 mil? So, EDC for fun said, unless you're near the river, then hot soak. Yes, definitely, because you can get in the water and have fun. Oh, I love getting in river water. I do. Oh, it's so good. You got the current coming down. It depends on, like, how strong the current is. Depends on how much I'm going to like to be in it. But out here, like, I can go to West Virginia, and there's a spot called Bass Rock. And it's on the Potomac River. So you park your car, you walk down to the spot. Now, this is right off of a main freaking super busy little... It's a back road that's 2 lanes, but it is booming. I mean, it's traffic both ways all the time. And then it's got the bridge that leads from Virginia into West Virginia, because it goes Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Virginia back to West Virginia. It's so weird. But you go down that little hill and you'll walk out to where the river would start, where the water beats, but it's all rock. You walk across a bunch of rocks and you're out partially in the middle of the river, but you're on tall rocks. And the people bring stereo systems and put big speakers out with tripods, and everybody parties. And there's like Spanish people there all the time. Like, they got their own spot pretty much where they just hold it down all summer long. And you can jump out off the rocks, and it's like a good 3 to 5 second drop before you hit the water. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, 4 mil T5 exhaust plus 4 swing arm. What? That thing doesn't sound too stock. That thing sounds like it might get up and go and sound good. Shit, I knew Floyd. I for some reason, something told me. I just felt like if you were to have something like that, you'd have a fast one. I know you have 4-wheelers, and I've seen some pictures. I'm pretty daggone sure I've seen pictures of you in 4-wheelers. I'm like 98% sure. This is, it already came that loose again, that quick, from that little bit of flick, and I just tightened it back to what it was. That's crazy. But there's no lock stick anymore. That's just so weird. That is just odd. But I can see where, okay, so right here on the top one right here, not the bottom one, but the top one. You see where it's shiny? It wasn't, all that wasn't shiny at one point. It was just partially. It's 421 right now. Sick. He rides too. He said he had a sick old 89 with J-arms. Jake said Banshee like an old four-wheeler. Yep, like an old four-wheeler. I don't think Banshees are old. How long have they been making Banshees? I know it's been at least, I know about them back in 2010 because I rode one. I rode, which one's the big one? So it's a Yamaha. Whichever one's like the faster racing one, I rode that one. Said he used to have an 87 J-arm. Hell yeah. Y'all got some freaking four-wheelers going on, man. I don't, it's been so long since I've lived in an area that I could just have the ability or the property to ride on. Now, I'm not saying I have never rode them on the streets, because I did. I rode three-wheelers. It was a Honda Big Red. It says all the same, 350 twin. Okay, hell yeah. It says maybe it was an 87, think 89, had ARs. Ed's up in here, Yamaha Raptor 7 Hundo. Nah, I didn't ride a 700. I know it wasn't a 7, but it was a Raptor then. It's a Banshee and a Raptor, whichever one's the faster one. And I only did it one time. And so the dude he was driving, I hopped on the back of it. We had to go somewhere. It was just like a mile away, and I'm like, I'm not trying to walk, and because we had been drinking. And he didn't have a license, and I didn't have a license. I mean, this was a few years ago. Justin said, dude, they had making Banshees for a hot minute. Really? Your brothers had a race motocross. Dang, since the 80s. Wow. Dang. Hell yeah, man. I guess they have made them for a long time. Like I said, I don't know anything really about four-wheelers. The only thing I've owned was a Honda Big Red. That's it. And, yeah, and that was like a 125, I think it was. Big, wide front tire and back tires. So they're both fast, but Banshees is, yeah, but everyone was a two-stroke. It was definitely a two-stroke. Had that bing, 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 bang, bang, bing, bing, ding, 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 ding. It sounded like that. Bang, 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 making all kind of noise. Yeah. Well, anyway, so, I hopped on the back, and he was driving. And man, so we went around this car, but when we went around the car, there was another one coming, but he was coming from a distance away. I mean, he just, I felt him drop it down, whack, and this thing shit, it gets so fast. We went around the one car, and we were going back into our lane. Well, I was telling him, slow down, man. So I swear, on everything I love, we had to be doing 60 mile an hour, like that. And I didn't know he was going to do it. That's the thing, though. I had no idea that was coming. KTM 250 and 18 beta. Those are your 4TR. CBR 450. Okay. And a KTX 450. Hell yeah, man. He says you got a 94 and an 05. He says he raced dirt bikes, but we always had three-wheelers, four-wheelers, and snowmobiles are freaking wicked, dude. I've never drove one. I grew up in the country, man, acre somewhere. Man, see, that'd been awesome to live in the country. I mean, I liked living in downtown areas, like city-ish areas, but I would love to have like land. Hell yeah, man, that's awesome. I'll tell you what. Well, I tried to choke him. I didn't try. I started to choke him, thinking if he loses his oxygen, I wasn't gonna let him go out. But I definitely choked him. I just put him in like essentially a rear naked choke, and so he slowed down really fast because I was scared. I didn't want to wreck. You know, I rode it after that on the way back. He hopped in someone else's car and came back, and I rode the four-wheeler back. And I had never rode one at that point in time. I had rode a three-wheeler, and I had rode a four-wheeler, but it wasn't a manual. But I figured it out just like that. But every time I got on the gas, man, it felt like I was coming up off of that thing. I was like, Jesus! The power that thing had, Because, I mean, really, it's not that big. Because if you think about it, you got the big off-road four-wheelers. Those are big. So to me, I was looking at this thing before I found out how fast they really were. And I'm like, that little thing right there, it makes a lot of noise, but how fast is it really? Oh, I found out how fast it was. It was pretty crazy. Yep. Now, as far as like motorcycles, I've only rode one motorcycle, and that's it, just one. And it was a little crotch rocket, that's it. I never rode dirt bikes. I wrecked a dirt bike and damn near died too. Oh, I wrecked bad. Yeah. That was the worst wreck I ever had in my life. I'll tell that story one day, and we don't have time today because I'm rolling up off here in 4 minutes. But I did remind me everybody to tell the story about the four-wheeler or the dirt bike wreck. And dude, I'm gonna tell you guys what, I shouldn't be sitting here right now. There's no way I should be here. Alright, Jake, you take it easy, man. I really appreciate you for coming in here. I seriously do, man. You take it easy. Stay safe. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, this was a cool live, everybody. I appreciate everybody that came here. You guys are awesome. You guys really are. And it's people like you that get people like me who's a recluse, who sticks to themselves a lot. He says, you're going to get... That's okay, man. I'm done, too. This is over with. I'm saying my little outro right now. I'm just going to say it for like another minute or two, and that's it. So, everybody, if you haven't hit that like button, could you please do that for me? I appreciate everybody, for real. You guys are awesome. If I could fist bump every one of you, I really would. I appreciate you, Floyd, for taking care of that, and I appreciate everybody for handling that little situation how you did. You guys are awesome, man. That's what I'm talking about. The knife community is full of awesome people. It's not just about knives. It's about the relationships, too. And it's cool, man. We're just sitting here kicking it. You know what I mean? All right, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Look, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. Stay strong and live long. If you're struggling with bad thoughts, reach out and talk to somebody. Never give up and never quit quitting. See y'all later. Take it easy.